Alright, let's see. I'm 78 years old and not expected to live long, but then again, I can, what's the word here? Well, I know when my natural death is coming because I know myself, and I'm gonna go on this crusade, and I know I am the Witch-Emperor, so perhaps I should just start looking like what an ideal, anointed, grand old man of the Empire would look like. Yes, a wizard spirit. And since I've made a reputation of a Crusader, so give me this. Yeah, unfortunately it does interfere with the cloak, so no cloak. Get this off. But the crown looks great on the head, just to let everybody know that I am the Crusader Emperor who is also the grand old man of the Empire. Oh, and also the longest hair that you can think of. Let me see. Yes! Ha ha! So there you have it. Here's a closer look. Now that's what a grand old man of the Empire looks like. The man who founded the Empire, founded his own cadet branch, ended the Reconquista, restorer of Catholicism and Rome, and now he's going to go on a crusade, perhaps for the last time, because his health is beginning to fail him a little. But only he will know that his time will be coming. So whatever happens, happens. Unless he becomes a bit more healthy, and then if he makes it all the way to the whole of body, then he knows himself, knows his limitations, and knows the full extent of his reach. And he will live possibly up to his 90s. Possibly. And then after that, who knows, maybe spend the rest of his life to... It's a bit of a long shot, but a scholar would be nice. It's just a way of saying that he is a wise old man, but he's not, a wise man, by any sense of the word. And it's not going to be until 1066 that we go on a pilgrimage for the unprecedented 4th time. Yeah, just one minute. And of course I'm befriending another duke, even though he has a negative opinion towards me, but I want him to look the other way around. Right. As I give myself a wise old man appearance, and wearing Crusader armor, I'm ready for war. No longer you shall see me wear in imperial clothing, except the crown. Just want to look smart for my funeral. And can you imagine if he's going to be around when he's 90 years old, donning Crusader armor, and yet gotten shorter of his shrunken appearance, and he'll be like, "Alright, gentlemen, we're going to go on another crusade, and we're going to make sure that we're going to slay all the heretics and the infidels, and you know, kill them all." By the way, that's my old man impression that I have a tendency to do whenever I do Oregon Trail videos, ladies and gentlemen. In case you were wondering, what the hell kind of voice am I making? I mean, for those of you who watch my Oregon Trail videos, you know that voice. It's recognizable whenever I do imitations of other people, which I rarely do that here in Crusader Kings, since it's a very serious game for me. But I just had to throw it out there, because it's coming up in 48 days, and we know how long it takes to assemble the whole damn army. So, let's raise them all here. It's going to take us 38 days to get everybody here, and we may have to split them up into at least 3 or possibly 4 army groups. But they are pledged to join a crusade, which I'd love to have these guys to come with me. No need for mercenaries unless things get out of hand. You still hold Malta? Let me look at you real quick. Damn it! Byzantine Empire is going to get Malta, because I would love to have Malta for myself to use it as a, you know, kind of like a refueling reinforcement station on the way to places like Jerusalem. But you would probably have to fight Byzantium for that. You know, our strength is similar to theirs, since they got a lot of allies. Well, as for them, words! The only men-at-arms that these guys have are bowmen. But as far as their allies, well, they got lots of it and lots more. Including Marbarism, which is their special unit of Arabian origin, which counters Gossuman entry, so yikes. I don't know if I'll be on the front line. But as for the control of Rome itself, it's like we're trying to bring it back to the true faith. But the control is going up in a fair rate. And we're trying to reconvert it back to the true faith. Even though it's going to take us 6 years. Next to the Croatian Patriarch. Even though we wish we would have someone better, but I like him personally. Only because of the Asturian-Croatian connection, which is very well known in these parts. And we're going to get battlements soon. In 15 months. And that means less men-at-arms maintenance, which is, I find it fairly attractive. And I'm thinking the next one should be Caballeros as a way of replacing our old light cavalry. And after that, then, household soldiers, because I noticed there's a culture, there's an exposure to that. And then this. Well, maybe more development, because you know how I am crazy about development these days. Because in the previous episode, I talked about development of why I have said a few weeks ago why I would play in either Bosnia or India. Especially India, which almost a good portion of the subcontinent has a lot of development. So I'm crazy for development. Maybe this. But Crown Authority, and if you were to ever have the highest Crown Authority, you get to choose your heir. And that is grand. But the vassals would hate me for it. If we ever have a long-lived ruler like him again, then that would be more suited. Even though we are over our limit, because, well, I didn't think about, well, who's going to get Rome? Oh yeah, you, but... Hey. You didn't change your culture. And we're related in some way. Nah, Kinsman. Yes, it's member Dynasty, but not member of my house. Maybe I should give you Rome. After I raise all these troops. One recently acquired only causes no penalties yet. Oh, it will. Well, you better give that away soon. Just finish raising up the army. Because we're going to go on a trip to Jerusalem. By the way, Wizard Speeder is one of the few cosmetics I got when I did the Monarch's Journey from CK2. I didn't get all of it because, you know, time constraints. All President counted for. Split in half. And split that one in half too. Because don't you know, if we were to go to Jerusalem, look at the supply limit. It ain't good, but split again. Okay. First Army of Ostia, under the command of Duke Bermudo of Tuscany, a heretic, which I hope you get killed! Heretics come. But he's a rough terrain expert, and And it's just... Fortunately, the lands around Jerusalem is full of drylands. It's a wasteland. Second Army, which I command the siege weapons and pikemen. Yeah, you go fight by yourself. Even though you are the best fighter of the bunch. You get your horsemen and your skirmishes. You're a commander and a fighter. This army is full of bowmen. Which this man will be the unyielding defender. Yeah. More than the knights that we acquired. And then with the heavy infantry and a few more knights, including the Polish pagan. Logistican, cautiously then. And of course everybody knows me, I'm a logistican. I never acquired another, because I never really spent the amount of time with the strategies. Alright, gentlemen. As I don a Crusader armor, because for my fellow knights, some of you are good fighters, excellent, and anybody below 12, you're all scum, and you know it. Vassal Knights, oh, yeah. But I forbid my physician to take part in this because, not only because of your old age, but you are the physician and a good friend of mine. Which you shouldn't have done did it with my daughter. Or with friends. And you're a sinner. Anyways, let's go. Enough talk. Alright. Fourth Army. You are to head to Acre. The Second Army, since I have the siege weapons, shall go straight to Jerusalem itself. I will be heading there. The Third Army will be heading to Tiberias. Doesn't have Tiberias. No, it doesn't. Okay. And the fourth and final army, First Army of Ostia, which you are in command of. Let me look. You're the only other commander that is on par with me. You shall be heading to Nablus so we can watch out for each other. And so, this is my last crusade. I just turned 79 now. And I'm ready. The time has finally come to bring St. George's Holy Cross against the vile infidels of Jerusalem. My last crusade! And I curse anyone who doesn't succeed. For men in arms maintenance. And Rome will be yours, but we'll still be converted. Now you have responsibility for the control of it while we will convert. Hey, no fighting! Damn you! Wait a minute, is that really... These are independent states. What the hell happened to Byzantium? For the Holy War, the Dutch units. Oh, they're going up. Bill, the Italian, a military engineer. Good, we need another military engineer like you. I mean, you're the one to siege weapons. Perhaps I shouldn't take part or replace one of the commanders. Anyways, come on in, come in, come in. We're about to begin the siege for Jerusalem itself. You take charge. Work your magic. There's a combatant commander. I'll take charge here. You are to watch the backs. Wait for reinforcements to arrive. If the enemy comes, we shall fight. There's a breach. They're gathering. Large breach. It shall fall in a moment. We were fortunate to get the Italian here. I'm sure these guys aren't happy. The Qatarids. So he's beating back Byzantium, but we know who we're up against. Even though we have more forces, but their allies are far too numerous for us to take on. Unless friendly reinforcements come over here. We are alone in this issue, but they're on their way. Alright. We need to take Acre, Tiberias. And what's this area? Urban. There's two of these. But going down for the south to Negev and Karak. This will take a while. So we hold Jerusalem now. You, come up here. Now that's a true Crusader. Even though you're a bit club-footed, but you'll do. If you perform well, you might as well marry one of my daughters. Well, not anymore. Must have had an influence. 57 days, 4 months. And you will stand God. Now wait for friendly reinforcements to arrive. We'll watch out for each other. Not our issue. Friendly reinforcements have arrived. Hey, hey! Who are these guys? Taramo? Please. So I can say, hey, we beat you in a race for Jerusalem, man. And more friendly reinforcements are on the way. Many more could possibly come if they commit themselves, but at this point it's kind of unlikely. Boy, Scotland's huge, because they're Norse. Was your fault? Yep. They were conquering. Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding. And even Iceland too. The Norse heritage is with them. But they've converted to Wallisianism, which is bad. Which means it's more to their numbers. But nonetheless. Too bad you're not part of this crusade. You're dealing with, oh, you're allied with Permea. Yes, the nearly converted ones. You can take the south if you like. We'll be content with looking out for ourselves. There's too much. Any assistance will do. Hey, that's my territory, but it's alright. I was the leader of this siege. Where did you jokers come from? Orangas. And oh, you got the improved version. That's why. Okay. But we beat Judah Jerusalem first. So we contributed the most. Now scram. Okay. Now, we need to take Negev and Karak. There's enemies up there, but they're fighting more towards, you know, And Byzantium has established their presence in Nile Delta, almost getting Alexandria back. If they try to rim into Schism, well, we're preventing them from taking Jerusalem and taking Rome. Can't let that happen. Don't want them to favor Orthodoxy. And more reinforcements are en route. Are they really going to Constantinople, these nutty people? So they're busy with this, so... Alright, let's come on down. There's only one in Negev, and only one in Karak. So let's go down here. Watch our back. Big breach. Friendly reinforcements arrive. Seems we got a good shot at finally taking Jerusalem, after many failed attempts. Uh-oh. They're gathering. I see that on the top. Alright, we've taken the area, but the enemy is coming. Get ready, men. They want to fall back here. Watch our back. We're busy with the siege. Oh, really? 4 levels too high. But its progress would be extremely slow. And 4 levels also too high, so it's gonna need some siege weapons, so. Okay, we're assigning you to take here. We're gonna take up the positions. Get ready for the coming battles. Back off. Enemies coming. And many more are coming. Ottomans. Men-at-arms maintenance reduced, so it'll cost us less money. Eight years for Caballeros. Guess this is where they shall meet, and we shall join. Let's go. The Italian will stay. He's got the siege weapons. We need to get them to back off. That's your plan. Keep them away from Jerusalem proper. Too bad he's not in the front line. He's got no prowess. He's a craven and he's a dwarf, as it's already been well established. Look, if we were to take him on, we would be defeated greatly. So, let's meet up in Jerusalem and scatter the armies in those areas here. If you want to help us out with the siege, fine. Fine by me. Positions, men. Positions. We need to get them to come here. They want to retake the territories. Good luck. Oh man, there's too many siege weapons. They're gonna bring that down really fast. Who's the leader of this siege? Anointed Emir, right? Led by Amir Tafit. Is he? No, not a siege engineer. One of them probably is. While spending some time with him, my friend discovered that the Jarl and I have a tense relationship. Should I not let this stand? I'm convinced I'm not as bad as he thinks. I owe my friend a great thanks. Great thanks? Great thanks! Right. I know I got a lot of friends. And my wife's the only lover. Soulmate, if you want to be specific. You got 1 month to finish that siege, whereas they got way less than that, so they'll be retaking territory, but only a decisive battle is going to turn this tide into our favor. And we'll be ready for them. We ain't scared of. Too bad it's dry lands. It's time for your treatment. Let him take Karak. Because, where did the Italian go? Well, he did a fine job nonetheless. Peel is gone. Friendly reinforcements are arriving and we'll soon begin offensive operations. Let's move up with caution. If we were to put all our strength there, we'll probably win. If we can beat it there, we'll take back Tiberias. They are coming. All 4,000 of them. I'm there. I'm 80 years old. Yes, the 80-year-old Crusader who is also the Witch-Emperor. He doesn't have the prowess as he used to, but if he gets killed here in Nablus, the site of his possible doom, then we cannot deny that he's the greatest of all time. But if he survives, he'll be a little more healthy. And then he'll be even more healthy. And the knights that accompany him is the Polish Slav, the French heretic, the Count of Pravia, and the Catholic Russian. And many armored footmen that will be with us. But reinforcements will be coming and we will defeat them. Now the chances are even. Where the hell are those reinforcements? The enemy commander we're facing for now, until they get somebody more advantageous. Nothing much is known about him, other than he's leading his own soldiers. We know he's a seducer and he likes to be a reveler. Have a higher quality than ours. Now we may lose decisively if those deaths keep racking up. But it's even again. Are they really committed? That's the real question. By the way, the higher quality thing, it's from that guy. Don't worry about it. It's just the game's being a bit paranoid. And we're defending a river crossing. We're dealing with camels and Mubarizun, special units. And they got far more fighters than knights. So you may want to slow that down. So I'll know what happened to the fate of each and every one of these knights. We're taking more casualties than they are, but no, we're getting back to our advantage. Our advantage is 20 in our favor. $97! 93, fine. We killed one of their commanders. Or was he replaced? You maimed it. Got him. I got him. We have captured 15 combatants after winning the Battle of Nablus. Let me see the results. We have lost 3,700. 3,700 men fell, while 5,000 of theirs have fell. I Again, most of these deaths were levies of our losses, but a good portion of them were from our men-at-arms, and our bowmen got devastated. But we dealt a lot of damage to their levies and their elite heavy infantry as well, and their light footmen and their horsemen and their camels too. That's total, mind you. And knights. My son. No, that's Valescu. He was not wounded in action. He fought well. But Duke Bermudo has proved himself to be the best warrior, even though his age is starting to catch up to him. But he's a legendary blade master. And, well, he is the leader of the Waldensian heresy in Tuscany. Who killed Tajad? Duke Estebanu, the second of Aragon, killed him. Good on you. Men that we imprisoned. Only one of our knights was killed in action. Got his head ripped off by Marwan, a berserker of a Kurdish origin, and Azrakism, recognizing no worry successor Muhammad, as Africans considering their right duty to struggle against any leader does not uphold the values of their faith. Indeed, any difference in interpretation would mark one as an infidel. Legalism, struggle and submission, and a warmonger. They're the different kind of Muslims, and they're equals, both men and women. Only men in the clerical gender, of course. And where do you typically find that particular faith? Oh, yeah. That Kurdish man that we mentioned was wounded in action while we captured, mainly known as good, and killed by Eustax. Good. Captured. Haran, the Egyptian, slain by another man named Eustax. Killed white, Mayor Estebanu, Asadad Rodrigo. Bazad, the Tajik, traveled this far away to get killed by one of the new knights we brought, I believe. Armenian, killed by Savarico, Apravia, Milad, another Egyptian. Estebanu, he's 2 for 2 on his kills. Many men got wounded, some got captured. Mashrik, which is a Levantine, I believe, killed by Garot, the Franconian. Now this gets bloodier the further down you go. That's 2 kills for him, 3 kills for Garot. The Polish Slavic pagan killed him. Captured. That's 2 for you. Arias, got him. Captured. Savarico, that's 3 kills for him. Of course, we mean to say, like, we don't mean total kills as in the amount of levies killed. We're just talking about individuals. I mean, it would be better to read here so you can know who killed who or who wounded who. in case we didn't catch them the first time. Slain the enemies, the army into disarray. Slowed more opportunity for the battle. Kills, kills, kills. Oh, and actually, you got 2 of them. You got 2 of the bogies. Was wounded by twice. But you got better. Just a scratch. Unfortunately, we only lost 1 knight. Duke Domingo I of Seville. Got his head ripped off by this Kurdish warmonger, which apparently, in that branch of Islam, both men and women are allowed to fight. Well, me personally, I killed nobody. Because I'm too old for this. But we captured the rest, as we well know. Great performance, man. There they are. Yep, definite Kurdish territory, which they have not yet reached high medieval. A different branch of Islam that the Kurds follow, and they allow men and women to fight. We didn't see any female combatants, so it's alright. Now, where's the army with the siege weapons? Take back Tiberias. Split up, man. Here, go up here. Saw me. We stationed here. We'll be right behind you. Defend all sides. I'm feeling fine now. Feeling just fine, and I gained 300 learning lifestyle. Thank you very much. We only lost our man, Domingo. They're about to take Karak here, because they got much more sophisticated siege weapons than we do. Twists and turns of fate has always been my advantage. God knows that I was cursed today when I met Frederick. Today, however, that curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought Lord Knave to his grave. And not a day too soon. I outlived my rival. Karak captured, 60%. Tiberias is about to fall. My vassal Duke Domingo II of Seville has been wounded. They're coming again. We controlled Tiberias, and therefore we now control the relevant objective of this war. And we have the largest war contribution. Bring it on. We're ready for round 2. And there are many, many Crusaders here that will be willing to assist us, so do not be dismayed. Be calm, men. Are they crazy? Don't they know they're gonna take on Yusuf von Brecken? Hold your ground. They didn't even stand a chance. Whereas the main Arabian force, led by dude, well, they wrapped up their war with Byzantium, so now they're going to put their full focus on taking back Jerusalem now. All we need to do is just hold the objective. We can't just, go down to Egypt and try to capture him or his heirs. It would be nice, but that would be... Actually, no. There's so many forces here. I think it is possible to send an army down here and deal with them. How many forces does he? 5,000. Still inferior. Most of our forces are up there. They're chasing them down. You know what? They're trying to take back Jerusalem. Recently disembarked. Deal with them. This is our moment again. The Polish man is fallen. He was slain during the Battle of Jerusalem. And we have more coming. Also, as we capture Sheikh Ahmad the Heartbreaker. Figures. A zealous Muslim and a heartbreaker. So I see. And we eliminated their army here. While we will defeat another force here, while the main crusading force are going to continue to give chase. So we'll defeat this army, defeat one more, and I will send 2 armies, at least. Or maybe our entire force down to Egypt, down to Al-Fayoum. Stand together. They're coming. Slow down here. It's even now. Well, we may get some assistance if things get pretty hairy. And a chance they're even because of higher quality in one of these armies. We're talking about that one, of course. Like hell. When you talk about quality. And man, the ransom is going to be great. Gonzalo, come on in. Oh no. Oh, we gotta deal with the main army up there. Once we defeat this one, we gotta get up there and meet them. Giving them horrific casualties. %. We gotta meet them. We'll win decisively. The grand old man of the Empire is coming. Fear us. We're dealing with their second best commander of the whole army. He's got no men at arms, the fools. Thought James II was wounded. Ah, here they come. '98. This is the last battle. guess we could forget about the expedition to Egypt. Yeah, we know the Caliph of Islam is still around, but... Man, look how the mighty have fallen. You once ruled the empire, then the Egyptian dwarf threw you out, the Crusaders come, you just have all sorts of bad luck. And the grand old man lives to fight another day. And even though, as he continues to get older, obviously, you know, he's going to be in no condition to be fighting at all. St. George has granted preeminence and the victory in the Crusade, the Third Crusade for Jerusalem, 3 times the charm. After defeating Malik al-Mazam Qadir and his heathen warriors on several occasions, our warriors forced the enemies of the faith to admit their ignominious defeat. With the occupied lands firmly under the leadership of pious Catholic rulers, we can rest assured that the divine will of St. George has been enacted. This is the glorious day for all followers of the true cross. St. George is with us. Yes, huh? Alright, go home. Look at this share. Our prestige is unmatched. And we are very pious. And we got a lot of money again. Take over. You got 4 years to turn Rome back into the true faith. And of course, we are in need of more new commanders to keep up with your job. Finally, Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem. May you have genius children to rule Jerusalem. Greek Orthodox, Montazu. Ah, the rationalist school of theology assert that the Quran is not internally coexisting with God, as God must have preceded His own word. That's what that is. So now we have one can assume as long as Byzantium does not have any claimants, no claimants. This is the first, right? No. This is the first time, so nobody has claimants to Jerusalem. Nobody. And if they ever attack you again, then we shall help out. But unfortunately, we're too far away from you, so we wish you the best. Tiberius, first, second battles of Jerusalem, Arabian, first and second battle of Arabian, glorious victories. Glorious. Need to save over 3,000. Look at that, 10 a month. It's stuff like this is what makes me a very happy person. With the establishment of a proper Catholic Queen of Jerusalem, the faithful can finally rest easy, knowing that St. George is smiling upon our good works, and the fact that the new ruler of Jerusalem belongs to my dynasty is only further proof of our divine favor. Focus back on my realm. I will be going on a crusade next year. Don't work off stress. There's no stress in you yet. Ah yes, it's ransom time. Time to collect some money. It's gonna take a while. No more? Okay. The rest of you can just die in the dungeons. Perhaps we should start investing the here and now, since we're not going to go on pilgrimage or any parties or anything. Maybe a hunt. Should start investing here, within the Duchy of Cordoba, our home, the imperial realm of it. Regimental grounds is needed. Oh yes, this belongs to a holy order that we gave away. Near New Hill Fort. Some homesteads. Oh, pastures. Good investment. Hey, I know we're not promoting culture yet, but for once... Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Is there a way to build it fast? Yes, it says it. Despite tax has increased development in county. 100% increased development by 1. Building construction time reduced. Yes. Yeah. It'll be done in 4 years' time. He is indeed the Anointed One, in which again I will continue to call him the Grand Old Man of the Empire. And I am not changing that focus, ever. Medicine will be his focus for the rest of his life. After we get hold of the body, and any remaining learning stuff, I guess maybe a little bit of theologian wouldn't hurt. Since, you know, we're still trying to convert counties to the true faith. So, perhaps we should look into that. And save your money for the pilgrimage. I may go to Jerusalem. Especially it's safe these days. No one's going to threaten Jerusalem in the next 10 years. Yes. Yes. Pay up. If you can't afford it. Come get your children. Or your whoever's. Your kids are bastards. Whatever. Ah, the Heartbreaker himself. Okay, who needs the skills? Oh my goodness, 30. And you're my Chancellor. Oh. And the Marshal studying. Or the Steward. How about more for the stewardship? Croatia is back of existence, led by Orthodox Bulgarians. And Byzantium is starting to lose its grip a bit, for whatever reason. Yes? Huh? I'm expecting a barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He is losing too much blood. Where is the physician? The healer's nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, I step out of thin air. My friend is by my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. Hey, step back. This is my patient. I know you're my friend, but I studied medicine on most of my elder years, but I'm a wise man, don't you see? Look at my hair, look at my beard. Just because I'm wearing Crusader armor doesn't mean I'm a lifetime Crusader. No. I'm more than that. I'm the Anointed One. I shall save him. My patient screams and thrashes. Even though 3 grown men weighed him down, every step of the way is a battle. But my knowledge does not fail me, and my hands remain steady. I'm not sure how I managed, but in the end, it seems like the soldier will live. His comrades pat my back. Decorum lost to relief. Thank you, my lord. We would have lost Esteban without you. Well, I done saved a life today. Strong hook for loyalty. Almost there. Oh, do him. Natural causes. Who's the new patriarch? Are you any good? Get rid of him. Take him out. More friends means more reduction, less stress. So, who else wants to be friends? Didn't I try to befriend you? Cannot use befriend scheme. I guess it didn't work. While we were so damn busy with the Crusade. Don't even think about it. Don't even. I'm feeling poor. Perhaps I'll be able to live up to my 90s at this rate, once I get the whole of the body. Hey, what's the matter with you? High taxes on lawfully executed family? Listen, we're not gonna look the other way around, alright? 65%. He's got issues. Alright, time to go on a pilgrimage. That's half my money. It's time to go to Jerusalem. Almost there to 3,000. What's going on in my realm? Among my fellow pilgrims, there's a man who preaches compassion and fellowship until he reaches the topic of heathens. One evening around the campfire, he loudly declares them to be abominable monsters in the eyes of God, deviants and child murderers all. Most people avert their eyes when he looks at them. Tonight I was not cooking them. Do you not agree, old Emperor? Well, you know how I feel. I agree. I would not trust anyone who came to that fence. Don't you see my Crusader armor? Which I'm not taking that off. I want this to go to my grave. A little holy war, and you are winning. Whole of body. Yes. Know yourself. Know your limitations. Know the full extent of your reach. Even more health boost. And thus, prolonging my life a little bit longer. Count this, sense, of this French woman, Olivier, is one of the stranger people I've met on this, journey. She seems to be a firm believer, but also expounds on the true nature of God and what it all means. At night, her tent is lit up by the candles within, and occasionally strange chanting and unusual incense flows from it. I am wholly unprepared when she bids me to enter. I'm quite curious. I like to learn things. Inside of her tent, I am greeted by strong smells and overwhelmingly hot and heavy air. It is important that we turn our gaze on ourselves. She explains to Tixie, I want you to close your eyes and focus as I do. Let God flow through you. Reach for the ecstasy of divinity. Well, I have extremely high learning skill, so I'll just say, yes, I can feel my connection, easy for me to say, to the Lord. After following her instructions, I can see it all much more clearly. I can feel it. God, the world, it has all been coursing through my body, through my soul. And when I emerge from the tent hours later, I have a new understanding of myself and of life. I was blind before, and now I see. Now I am The wise man. Yes, truly living up to his reputation. That's +1 learning. So now Osoriu is known for his unconventional but practical approach to religion. This is what we mean by the wise, grand old emperor. Yeah, all these things we've been saying about him. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. No other city in the world has a history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside the Temple Mount with my hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that happened on my journey to the city of legend. I have walked the holy path, and the piety gain is huge. Yes. Just a moment. My journey has been a long one, but I finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man. They insist it has changed something about me, where I could see it myself or not. It is good to be home. While her master's ability to make friends proven invaluable in my scheme, she's not quite covered around others she should be. She's too fond of dropping vague hints, and if someone to start asking questions, there's no telling what she would divulge. The things she learns are too valuable for her to shut up. What's my spouse's intrigue skill? Oh no, that's intrigue challenge. I was just trying to add up my intrigue because you know how it happened last time. But, you know what? Just if she can't keep secrets, she must keep quiet instead. I'll take a small hit. Go back. I believe it's just this game is too high right now. Promise dedication to send a strong message about my good attention towards Duke Aurel. Anyone appreciates a powerful favor. Lose a bit of progress for this. I ain't giving no favors to nobody. No way, no how. Ah, damn it. This is why we're gonna get rid of you. Interpreting my recent friend as son, Duke Aurelio's come to me with a concern of honor my prison. It would please me greatly if you were to release my acquainted Sassan from his house arrest. Sassan the Tajik? I'll get very little stress, so cheap way win his good graces. So he's going back to his home in Kirkuk. Well, he's a courtier. He comes from Tajik territory, so he must be from the lands of Sogdia. Aquitaine's regaining. Okay, anyways, let me look at it real quick. On the cultures. There's very little Sogdians left, but Tajiks are growing. Tajiks in Kirkuk? No, these are Persians. Iranians everywhere, man. Concerning my life suits, it's only natural that others should respect me. My convinced Duke has accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Perhaps he'll commission a small film comparing our deeds. To illustrate it, we're both cut from the same cloth. He will be mildly impressed by my feats. Small stress gain. Don't worry about it. She's going to become a scholar soon, further increasing her learning. Burgundy keeps breaking up, while I keep gaining some. Aquitaine's doing good. Giovanni. Oh. Good. I say deserves a gift. And now we kill him. He's dead. Give me the new patron. Domingo. 16. He's lazy, but much better. Wait for it to register so we'll know how many years left. The fervor of us versus them. Our fervor has lowered considerably. Gain a bit of stress. The Shari's got to be all the way up, knowing that they've lost one of their holy sites, while we acquired one ourselves. Oh, feast in Barcelona. I was thinking about going hunting and feast soon, but thank you. You're doing all right, I hope. You should be friendly with the Byzantines. Anything to get rid of my stress. Ah, yeah, the renown. I forgot. Was gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna work on all the way. And then we'll go for inherited tactics, but not sure about the private army for the house guard thing. 5234. 5234. 5234. 5234. Oh, it's much better than the armored footmen. Okay. Anyways. There's nothing like a feast. Reminds what is good in life. The company is not too bad. At least see it close to me, seems like you're something special, so just as Arias, Christine, and other heads. There is no other way to truly live, my friends. Legendary Raveler. Please do go on. See, Kurtzon reveals all manners of things, distracted by trying to get one drop of tanker. He's oblivious to how carefully paying attention. What's your eyes on? No, they're having it. It's all not true. Non-believer, eh? Should blackmail him. I don't often do that stuff enough. Farewell, my vassal. Oh, hey. Let's hold our first ever, Oh, damn, there's a lot of things we could do. Well, I will wrap up this episode soon. I'm going to cut this short because at this time of the day for me of recording, I need to have dinner soon, so we got two things to do. Actually, we're going to do them all. Let's hold our first annual Mystical Communion. I will gain 300 learning lifestyle. Divine guidance. Stress gain. Oh, hell yes. I begin in peace. We can host the Grand Rite at the same time, too. With my mystical practices, I apparently quite a reputation. People don't know what it is I do exactly, but they know they don't want to cross me and find out. It's ridiculous. Perhaps it's not entirely a bad thing. I mean, look at me. I'm a... Where's that wise man? That's tier 1. There's more than that? Let me see. Divine guidance. Dangerous to know. Hostile scheme resistance. 25. Or devout protector. Well, swearing that I do no harm will put him at ease. I like to make friends. As the moon rises heavens, Heron is arrival. I could feel my body responding to strange energies in the air. The silhouettes around a great bonfire are silent, unmoving, waiting for that which is to come. As the hosts are scattering, it's up to me to begin a ritual. I will, of course, read from an ancient book. The old words are strange, yet they speak to me on an instinctive level. And we weave an enchanting pattern, full of beauty and promise. My guests are already spellbound. As I close the grimoire with dramatic gesture, their cheers are up to the grade. Now that the main ceremony is finished, my guests are free to worship as pleases us. Ask Aldonza to instruct me in the art of strategy. Yes, the Crusader Queen of Burgundy. It's been a long time. Hit and run. I mean, I could have gone for that, but oh well. I'm too old for this to be switching focuses right now. Till next time. Which our next one will be in 10 years. So see you in 10 years if I even live that long enough. After learning Duke would be guesting at the manor of the village of Zona, I realized it would be perfect occasion to meet with him. By my request, I was sitting next to him for the Dorish dinner. Both had a great time, and I was surprised how much we had to talk about. By the time we left, it was like we had known each other a lifetime already. Such a pleasant man. Pay up, you bastards. Sure. There's something majestic about the way the boar grazes. Easy for me to say. Across the landscape from behind the bushes, I raised my bow. I suddenly glanced over my vassal, Duchess Teresa, to see her doing the same. I will bring it down. More prestige for me. Oh, and we got this county, thanks to my vassal. We've truly united all of Hispania now. And for Barcelona? Hey. Not a valid target. Not part of the realm. So are you saying I can't do that? Drifting towards. Yeah, there's something else we could do, since our prestige is so damn high, so... 30 years! Nobles, culture, sports, integration. Okay. At least it's an attempt. I'm a hunter. So, mount our horse, leave the farmlands behind us as the servants prepare to board and utter game for the journey back. The farmers are like my second home. To feel the wind in my hair, to spend time with my courtiers, to feel the excitement I close in my prayer, I pray to the Lord it will never end. Yes, this old man is a hunter now. Osoriu navigates the wilds with uncanny precision and knowledge. And now, to wrap up this episode, let's host a feast. You're eating and drinking merrily. Eva approaches Dynasty. Me at the great table is marvelous. He's all confidence and all. Yeah. Oh, really? No stress at all? Yes, I've done a great job, haven't I? More prestige. One plate approves replacement of the next. And my daughter goes on and on about military strategies. That's how he sounds, MS. I'm sure not going. Why don't we talk more about you instead? I need more friends. It was an attempt. Till next time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, when is the next? Oh yeah, that's every 5 years for Mystic Communions. If I even live long enough. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we will cut this episode short now. And we'll say that, finally, Jerusalem is ours. Now, maintaining it is another. Too bad I cannot talk to my granddaughter over again. But they have a future now. And once they get more children, and if they need to make alliances, well, the Byzantine Empire and their vassals can help you out on whatever problems you need. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Osoriu the Anointed, once again we call him by the alternate nickname, the grand old man of the Empire, is still with us. But for how much longer? He's feeling fine once again for the man of his age. So, he's a hunter, he's a wise man, he's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest character I've ever played in this first playthrough and many playthroughs that'll be coming in the future with India and Bosnia and whatever comes to mind. Osoriu is the first greatest character I ever played, and his life will continue. And with him continuing his life, the series will continue for a little while longer. So we'll hope you join us on the next episode, wherever Hispania is going, and wherever the wise Crusader, Witch-Emperor, he's everything, man. He's Ankara. He's incomparable. So we hope you join us in the next episode. Whatever will happen to Osoriu, we'll find out next time. Until then, so long for now.